Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Invention Set 5. Question number 1. What African American inventor received 5 patents in the field of shoemaking? Option A. Elijah McCoy. Option B. Jan Ernst Matzeliger. Option C. Ernest Just. Option D. Louis Latimer. The correct answer is Option B. Jan Ernst Matzeliger. Matzeliger never benefited financially from his inventions. He died in 1889 at the age of 37 from tuberculosis. Question number 2. It travels over land and water. Who invented the hovercraft? Option A. S. Sparrow. Option B. Ostrich egg. Option C. T. Henman. Option D. C. Cockerel. The correct answer is Option D. C. Cockerel. Christopher Cockerel invented the hovercraft in 1956. His early experiments with the idea involved a cat food tin, a coffee tin and an industrial blower. Question number 3. In which decade was the IE, now the IEEE, founded? Option A. 1850s. Option B. 1880s. Option C. 1930s. Option D. 1950s. The correct answer is Option B. 1880s. The IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, was formed in 1963 by the merger of the Institute of Radio Engineers, IR, founded 1912, and the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, I, founded 1884. Question number 4. What type of system did Paul Nipkow, John Baird, and Charles Jenkins all invent? Option A. Telephone. Option B. Early warning. Option C. Electricity. Option D. Television. The correct answer is Option D. Television. All of the inventors mentioned invented an early mechanical television system. Question number 5. What Sir Isaac Newton invented? Option A. Reflecting telescope. Option B. Chronometer. Option C. Microscope. Option D. Spectacles. The correct answer is Option A. Reflecting telescope. He is famous for his work on the laws of motion, optics, gravity, and calculus. In 1687, Newton published a book called the Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, in which he presents his theory of universal gravitation and 3 laws of motion. Newton built the first practical reflecting telescope in 1668. Question number 6. Who invented bicycle? Option A. Leo H. Buckland. Option B. Carl Benz. Option C. Evangelista Torricelli. Option D. Kirkpatrick Macmillan. The correct answer is Option D. Kirkpatrick Macmillan. Kirkpatrick Macmillan was a Scottish blacksmith. He is generally credited with inventing the pedal-driven bicycle. Question number 7. In which decade did the first transatlantic radio broadcast occur? Option A. 1850s. Option B. 1860s. Option C. 1870s. Option D. 1900s. The correct answer is Option D. 1900s. On December 12, 1901, a radio transmission received by Guglielmo Marconi resulted in the first transmission of a transatlantic wireless signal, Morse code, from Poldhu, Cornwall, to St. John's, Newfoundland. Question number 8. In the 1700s, who would pay the postage fee for letters before the stamp was invented? Option A. The sender. Option B. There was no fee. Option C. The receiver of the letter. Option D. The post office. The correct answer is option C. The receiver of the letter. Later in 1840, Rowland Hill invented the stamp, which was paid for by the sender, not the receiver. Question number 9. What George Pullman invented? Option A. Sleeping, railway, car. Option B. Airship. Option C. Boxcar, railway. Option D. Air brakes. The correct answer is option A. Sleeping, railway, car. George Mortimer Pullman was an American engineer and industrialist. He designed and manufactured the Pullman sleeping car and founded a company town, Pullman, for the workers who manufactured it. Question number 10. What office item was invented by Betty Nesmith Graham in 1951? Option A. Fax machine. Option B. Stapler. Option C. Liquid paper. Option D. Copy machine. The correct answer is option C. Liquid paper. Bet's other claim to fame was being the mother of Michael Nesmith of the Monkees. Question number 11. What item, originally called the whirlwind, was invented by Ives McGaffey in 1869? Option A. Blender. Option B. Electric mixer. Option C. Washing machine. Option D. Vacuum cleaner. The correct answer is option D. Vacuum cleaner. In 1860, a manual vacuum cleaner was invented by Daniel Hess of West Union, Iowa. Called a carpet sweeper, it gathered dust with a rotating brush and had a bellows for generating suction. Another early model, 1869, was the whirlwind, invented in Chicago in 1868 by Ives W. McGaffey. Question number 12. When was the first Lionel trains manufactured? Option A. 1920. Option B. 1890. Option C. 1901. Option D. 1944. The correct answer is option C. 1901. Joshua Lionel Cowan and Harry C. Grant started the Lionel Manufacturing Company on September 5, 1900 in New York City. The first train, which was called the Electric Express, was manufactured in 1901 and was an open gondola propelled by a fan motor. As time has passed, the trains have been made in different colors and styles. Question number 13. What Frank Whittle invented? Option A. Radar. Option B. Ethyl gasoline. Option C. Sonar. Option D. Jet propulsion. The correct answer is option D. Jet propulsion. Air Commodore Sir Frank Whittle, OM, KBE, CB, FRS, Frace was a British Royal Air Force air officer. He is credited with single-handedly inventing the turbojet engine. A patent was submitted by Maxime Guillaume in 1921 for a similar invention. However, this was technically unfeasible at the time. Question number 14. When was the Raggedy Ann doll patented? Option A. 1915. Option B. 1920. Option C. 1919. Option D. 1911. The correct answer is option A. 1915. Johnny Gruelle patented the Raggedy Ann doll in 1915. The Raggedy Andy doll and the Raggedy Ann books came later. Question number 15. Frozen food. Who discovered the first practical method of freezing food? Option A. C. Birdseye. Option B. F. Rosenosh. Option C. G. Findus. Option D. R. Scott. The correct answer is Option A. C. Birdseye. In the 1920s, Clarence Birdseye discovered that if food was flash frozen under pressure, it would freeze without the formation of ice crystals. Question number 16. Who synthesized the first wholly artificial gene? Option A. Hargobind Khurana. Option B. J.J. Thompson. Option C. Benjamin Franklin. Option D. Meghnad Saha. The correct answer is Option A. Hargobind Khurana. Synthesis of the first complete gene, a yeast trana, was demonstrated by Hargobind Khurana and co-workers in 1972. Synthesis of the first peptide and protein coding genes was performed in the laboratories of Herbert Boyer and Alexander Markham, respectively. Question number 17. Who invented Bakelite? Option A. Charles Goodyear. Option B. Leo Hendrik Buckland. Option C. Roy Plunkett. Option D. Henry Ford. The correct answer is Option B. Leo Hendrik Buckland. Leo Hendrik Buckland invented the first plastic called Bakelite. Question number 18. What toy was invented by Joshua Lionel Cowan around 1900? Option A. Raggedy Ann doll. Option B. Yo-yo. Option C. Electric train. Option D. Tinker Toys. The correct answer is Option C. Electric train. His middle name, Lionel, is the source of the Lionel train brand name. Question number 19. This African-American woman physical therapist worked with soldiers disabled in World War II. She invented a device that helped the disabled to eat by delivering food through a tube to a mouthpiece. Option A. Bessie Blunt. Option B. Marjorie Joyner. Option C. Mae Jemison. Option D. Beulah Henry. The correct answer is Option A. Bessie Blunt. Unfortunately, Blunt could never get anyone to buy her invention. Finally, in 1952 she sold the rights to the French government. Question number 20. What invention by Garnet Carter made its debut at the Fairyland Inn Resort in Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, in 1927? Option A. Miniature golf. Option B. Swimming pool slide. Option C. Ski lift. Option D. Golf cart. The correct answer is Option A. Miniature golf. It was originally called Tom Thumb Golf. There are conflicting accounts as to what prompted Garnet Carter, who already owned a real golf course, to open a miniature one in the late 1920s. His wife, Frida, believed it was meant to distract golf widows, much as the Ladies' Putting Club, built in 1867, did at the renowned St. Andrews Links in Scotland. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.